Well, Fabian Ruiz has been linked to Arsenal, though there are some stories that are really saying that there have been no approach into this. So welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? I know you're watching us from my go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Let's continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, Fabian Ruiz to Arsenal interest has been confirmed by Duncan Castles, and we're going to be talking about the people that have going to obviously touch down, or the players of Arsenal that have going to join the team of Arsenal, and what Fabio Vieira had to say about really doing the needful. Remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets. Mono Gadgets are dealers in new, hear me out, in new phones, new laptops, used phones and laptops from UK. Call them on +256 70 99 88 665. After that, continue to obviously talk to them, and they'll obviously get you the best gadgets that you need. That is Mono Gadgets 256. The Muslims, Juma Kareem, and to the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And let's obviously get into the story of Fabian Ruiz and Duncan Castles, journalist, transfer podcast. He works for the Times, has come out and told us that Arsenal have reportedly initiated contact with PSG for midfielder Fabian Ruiz. Deal will depend on a midfielder leaving Arsenal and could likely be a loan with an obligation to buy. Now, Fabian Ruiz is a 28-year-old player, Spanish international, winner. He has gone ahead to win several trophies with PSG, and he has gone ahead to win with Spain. He's really tall, left-footed, and he has what we call vast experience, and he'll obviously fit into that team of Arsenal like a glove. And it is talked that if a midfielder leaves, that Fabian Ruiz will join in through, but his drive up the pitch is really great, and you'll obviously need a player like him in that side. And this is where I really get to give Arsenal kudos, that they're going in for what we call finished articles. I'm going to tell you that Arsenal needs finished articles. And when you look at Merino and Fabian Ruiz, they are two players that can come in and really give you that experience from that team of Arsenal. So for me, I'm just excited for Mikel Arteta and the board of Arsenal for obviously identifying people that we've always gone ahead to call in for Arsenal to go ahead and really sign. Because for Fabian Ruiz, he's really good. I've gone ahead to see people saying that's because of game time. I think he's really getting enough game time, because when you look at the league, he started 21 games, you get? And in the Champions League, he started all the games, right? All the games that PSG played, when he was available, he went ahead to start them. So there is nothing like there is lack of game time. But I believe Arsenal might have gone ahead, obviously tell the player that, please, we're going to be bringing you here and you're going to be really important. And I tell you, I find it hard for Arsenal to get in two midfielders at once. You get? I've gone ahead to see people say that because Emily Smith-Rowe has left, we are going ahead to get in the replacement of Emily Smith-Rowe. Now, can I ask you, what position has Emily Smith-Rowe been playing at Arsenal? They don't need a replacement of Emily Smith-Rowe because Arsenal is really having very many midfielders. You know, Partey, Rice, Jorginho, Fabio Vieira, Odegaard. Those are 5. You get? Trossard can also play in the midfield. So I believe Arsenal are just wanting to obviously get in a player who can do the Grand Xhaka role. That is it. Because Xhaka was a left-footed player and went ahead to connect the midfield to the attack a lot, and he did a lot of, and his experience was really needed in the club of Arsenal and went ahead to win them very many games as a player. And I believe that's what Arteta is really eyeing at, to obviously get in a player who is like Grand Xhaka, to obviously maybe replicate that system on that. And when you get in Merino and this guy, you ask yourself, how is Arsenal going to be planning its season? I believe on Merino and Fabian Ruiz, one is really going to be coming in through, because you can't bring in two players that are really going to come in through and really collide. But of the two, I believe Fabian Ruiz will be a better player. Why? He has been playing in the Champions League. You know, he played the Champions League semi-final. right, for the side of PSG. He has been winning trophies for the side of PSG, and he is going to hit to win the UEFA Nations League and the Euros with Spain. What does that mean? He is really having a better winning mentality than Merino. Merino has just gone ahead to win the the Euros, and I think at the club level he hasn't gone ahead to be competing at that high stake, because I think he even played in the Champions League for the very first time, if I'm not mistaken, meaning that Fabian Ruiz is a better player to obviously have into your team, because they are both 28 years of age, they are all tall, and they've gone ahead to obviously do a lot when it comes to really doing those line-breaking passes. They're almost the same kind of players. That's why you see it that the manager of Spain couldn't obviously field them in the same team, and he could obviously get off Fabian Ruiz and get on Merino, because he knows to it that they're almost the same. But Fabian Ruiz starting ahead of Merino shows you that he's a far much better player than him. That is it. So we have to wait and see how that pans out. But the deal of Fabian Ruiz to Arsenal is one of those that people are really looking at. It made news yesterday. I was supposed to obviously come in through and read the story yesterday night, but I couldn't. But finally, I've gone ahead to come in through and put in a very, very huge shift about the deal of Fabian Ruiz to come in through and really play for the club of Arsenal. He is a press-resistant player. He has the intensity, has the physicality, and I tell you what, he can do the job for the side of Arsenal in that midfield, especially in as far as experience is really concerned. And I'm really excited that now Arsenal is looking at experienced players that should come in through and really put in a shift to take Arsenal to the next level. And that is really exciting, though we are having a report coming in through from Jose Case of Foot Mercato, and he has told us that according to our knowledge, PSG have never been approached by Arsenal regarding Fabian Ruiz, right? And what was the first story say? Arsenal initiated contact with PSG. So it's like reports of Foot Mercato are like, that's a lie, that's a lie. They haven't gone ahead obviously do the needful, but he's saying according to our information that we have, meaning that if it happened, then it might not have gone ahead to go in between their sources, meaning that it is really slow and it's really taking a little bit of pace for them to know. But we are waiting to see whether a very huge update is going to be coming in from a tier journalist. But Duncan Castles is really a trusted journalist, and I tell you what, by the moment he said it, that means Arsenal really looking at other players. And when you look at Fabian Ruiz, let's check on his contract situation and see. Let's check out his contract situation, because it might mean a lot according to me, and would love to obviously get to know what exactly, because I've gone here to see him play for PSG. You know, if you really watched PSG play, this man played the most important games of the team, you know, and they went ahead. Obviously, he went ahead to put in a very big shift into that game. When you look at the game where he found he never played in there for you, and let me see the second one where they lost to 0. Right, he never really started, but with the coming in of Yao Neves, obviously he anticipates that he's really gonna be having limited playing time, and that shows you that he's really gonna be wanting to obviously leave the side of PSG. So wait and see how things panned out, but he's really one of those players that is really exciting to watch, and maybe Arteta's gonna obviously show him a lot of things. And I told you way back that you wait and see what is really gonna be happening next. Arteta is really gonna be looking at Spanish players, and how many Spanish players have gonna be linked to Arsenal ever since this summer started. Nico Williams, Fabian Ruiz, Merino, Zubimendi. So there are very many Spanish players that are going to be linked to Arsenal, and that is due to the fact that the manager now wants to recruit players from Spain to come in and really join David Raya, because he has a say and he's a proven manager. Then the Arsenal correspondent for the Evening Standard, known as Simon Collins, has told us that Martinelli, Gabriel and Kai Havertz have landed in US and joined the Arsenal squad for the preseason, due to take part in training today ahead of Manchester United game this weekend. So this trio was supposed to obviously land and obviously train with the side of Arsenal today, and they're going to head to land. And remember, today is Friday. They have to train tomorrow on Saturday and obviously play the game of football on a Sunday. So that is the boast of Martinelli, Gabriel Magalhaes and Kai Havertz obviously joining the club of Arsenal right now. It means a lot for the club of Arsenal because these players will put them into a very huge shift to put them where they deserve to be. Then when you look at the side of Fabio Vieira, on scoring the volley, said it's something we train for every day in training ground. We have been creating a lot of these positions in the boxes, and it's also very important to score goals. I'm happy to score goals. After scoring that volley against Bournemouth, he had the following to say. He said, I'm feeling very well, of course. This is the start of the season and everyone is working hard to get fit and do the best for the team. I'm very happy to be here, help the team as much as I can, and we are really working hard. I think this is the first preseason that I was going to find this boy fit, but most of the times it has found him unfit, and that's why he has found himself in a situation of really giving up and not really hitting the ground running. But let's wait and see how he's really going to be as a player after seeing this preseason obviously get fully into him, because he needs this a lot, and it's really going to take him miles and miles and miles as a player. So wait and see how that pans out. So that is all about Fabian Ruiz to the side of Arsenal, and we anticipate that it's really going to make sense for the club of Arsenal. But I will be surprised if I know they get in Merino and Fabian Ruiz at the same time. But Arsenal have wanted to initiate his contact. Your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Gabriel Magalhaes, Kai Havertz, and Martinelli joining the club of Arsenal? And you think they're going to get in minutes when Manchester United is taking on Arsenal in the game that's going to be playing on Sunday morning? And lastly, what do you make about Fabio Vieira talking about how what they do on training is going to obviously come out to be orchestrated into the big game they played against Bournemouth, and it was a courtesy of that goal that was volleyed in the back of the net by the Portuguese egg. So we sign out for now. See you later. Continue to subscribe to this channel. We want to hit 23,000 subscribers, and you're going to be giving you the best of the best in here onto this channel. So allow me call it quits for now. We are going to be returning in 2-3 hours from now to have a say into what is happening, and all is really going to be great. So Rokani David is my name. We out. See you later. Bye bye. Juma Karim to the Muslims, and to the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. We out.